How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Trailmakers Creations by ThatDomGuy. Today we're going to start with a two-dimensional hovercraft. Yep, two-dimensional, as you can see, completely flat. One block thick, except for the seat, mind you. The entire body is one block thick, and it is a fully functional hovercraft. This obviously takes advantage of the piston glitch, because if we hit number 1, we can actually bring those out and we can see what's inside, and that's where our mini thrusters are and the hover pads. And those just glitch right inside, and it's only one block thick. So we can have some steering thrusters in there, and we can have some forward mini thrusters in there. It's a little tricky getting onto the water being a big flat like this, but this was just a wonder if I can make a big flying carpet kind of thing, kind of deal. That worked pretty good. Ooh. Here we go. Over the grinder. Over the can we make it over the... No. Can we fly? Almost. Ooh. Fairly soft landing. I thought we were going to come apart for sure. Let's land in the grinder. I'm sure it's just going to come apart in a heartbeat, but let's give it a go, shall we? I want to see it come apart in the heartbeat. What I came to see. Here we go. Oh, yeah, instant. Oh, check it out. Oh, there we... Wow, okay. Oh, yeah. It's raining parts. Wow, well, that was a little unexpected. Let's try that again. Can we build that in up here? Oh, I know what it was. It's because I left. And they turn off when you get a certain distance away. So see, you can put it in there and then turn them on by falling down. So let's see, we'll go like this, and a little bit like this, and then a little bit of gas, jump out and go. Nope. Okay, a little farther. Jump out too quick. Here we go. Jump out quick. The other way. Oh yeah, sure. Now we got a bridge, right? I couldn't do this if I was trying to do this on purpose. Okay. No. It's not going the way I was anticipating. How about we do this? Get away. See, we'll wedge it in there. Alright, and then turn it on. Go. Ooh, it's wobbling. You jump in the seat. But yeah, that's the glow bug. That's the 2D hovercraft. We'll put that on the shop in case you want to not destroy it in the grinder. Alright, let's see what else we got for you. Alright, our next build is a viewer request. It was left in the comments for an F4 Phantom jet. Quite a common jet used in the military for a long time. So this was my take on it, and it's got a couple of droppable bombs on it as well. Normally the F4 can actually carry more than a B-29 bomber, believe it or not. Known for it, infamous for it. So yeah, this is all it is. Pretty basic controls. 1 and 2 drop the 2 bombs left and right, and spacebar for thrust. The landing gear is automatic, and then your WASD flight controls. As you can see, the landing gear tucks away very nicely, up and out of the way completely. Flies pretty level. It is an interceptor, so it's not super fast, but very handleable. The wings are a little bit wider than a normal F4, but that's okay. So let's come by here and bomb this sucker. Number 1, number 2. There they go. Oh, we missed with both of them. As you can see, it's pretty agile. It's just got the steering on out here on the end of the wings with hinges rather than servos. A little bit lighter. Want to try and keep it as minimal as possible so that I can put as many fancy pieces on there to make it look normal. All the thrusters are in the middle of the body, just like in a real F4. Got the 2 vents in the front here with the fire. 2 fire pots in there, of course. Favorite piece in the game. And I thought, yeah, that actually looks very much like an actual jet. How close it actually looks to the F4, I'll let you decide. But yeah, for me that was pretty close. As close as I can get with the pieces I got. Unless I want to literally spend a week. Okay, let's see if we can land this sucker. Come on, settle down. Settle down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take off! Yeah. Alright, let's try that again, Jim. Copy that. Alright, let's see if we can do it this time. Whoa, 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 wow. Boy, she gets a little squirrely. I don't know if it's because the wheels are glitched up in there, but yeah, this. Ooh, uh-oh, in the drink. Man, all those years I spent in the Marines ain't doing me no good. No, just kidding. I was never in the Marines. Our next build, this is the Firebolt. This is a sub and a flyer. It does about 500 kilometers an hour in the air. It does about 100 kilometers an hour underwater. And you can go from one to the other seamlessly, really quick like. So let's have a quick look. You can actually see it's the UFO engines. There's 4 of them. And it's basically just set up with steering in the front and in the back for articulation in the body, and then put a subseat on it so that you can go underwater because the UFO engines work underwater. So that's always handy. Also had a viewer once request for a flyer that could just dive into the water, something that could dive into the water and dive out. This is the one. So simple WASD controls, number 1, and you are hasta la vista. So we just got a big streak of fire out behind us, of course. Glowing white body. Decent control, nice rolls if we want to do rolls. Basically, this is almost like a guided missile, basically. I'm sure that's what it looks like from the ground. So just into the water, piece of cake. Actually steers really well, drives really well. It's a sub underwater. Basically just slower controls. As you can see, a little over 100 kilometers an hour underwater, and then when you want to leave, you just rock it out like a missile. You can launch from a sub instantly up to 500 kilometers an hour. So that's kind of an interesting first-person view as well. Or above the seat. Oh, here we go. Good thing we're a sub. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh, let's go behind the seat. Pop it to seat. There we go. Oh, that's a little, give you a little bit of vertigo, eh? You can see how fast we're moving. Okay, let's go into the water. Stay level. Hello. Alright. Into the drink. Jacques Cousteau style. Stay underwater, stay underwater, stay underwater. Oh. Ooh, that was close. We didn't lose any pieces. Okay, that's good. Oh, this is bad. Being stuck on the bottom is not good. Too much friction on the ground, I think. Too many flat pieces. But like I said, it's basically a guided missile, so put some dynamite on the tip of it, just crash it into whatever target you're aiming for. Boom, just like that. Beauty. Alright, let's go to the carrier for the final build. Another viewer request. And this one actually took me a while to build, took me a couple of weeks. I was trying to get as close as possible to the actual request. So let's go take a look at it. Alright, so this request was for the Panem Hovercraft from the Hunger Games. So if you've seen the Hunger Games, in the capital they use hovercraft that are shaped similar to this. Big blue open ring in the back here. It was a difficult shape to work with to try and get it as accurate as the image. I'd show you the image, but I'm afraid of a copyright thing, so I'll just play it on the safe side and say, hey, look it up. Check out Hovercraft, Hunger Games. This is what you'll see, something very similar to this. So the method of transportation for this, I wanted it to be a hovercraft that could literally hover in the air anywhere. Like you could stop and just hover in the air. But getting vertical like this without using thrusters was kind of tricky, except for a couple of mini thrusters and some gimbal jets strategically placed. So the way it works is I call it a quantum engine. So when two hovercraft engines are glitched together using the piston glitch, When they separate from each other, there's actually a moment where the hover pad is pushing against something, so it gives your whole creation some lift for that second. And then when two of them are separated by two blocks, they'll actually stay suspended in the air against all physics. The top ones are pushing on the bottom ones, and the bottom ones are pushing off of nothing, so it stays suspended in the air because the top ones are pushing. But when you pump them together slowly, you can actually lift yourself into the air like this. As long as you finish with them open, you see, it stays in the air. So we have some simple steering for when we're landing and docking and stuff like that. Left and right, some mini thrusters. Spacebar is the, well, forward thrust, but just using mini thrusters. Minor forward thrust for landing and such. And as you can see, we stay in the air. It'll fly this way. Number 1 will engage the actual thrusters. That'll allow us to fly. It does work as a hovercraft on the water as well. So this is basically in flight mode with the quantum engines engaged. We can hit number 1. That engages our thrust. And then it basically flies like a jet. You can turn off the quantum engines once you're in the air and your thrust is going. A little more aerodynamic and it flies a little more like a jet. And that is toggled thrust, so you can let it sit on its own. It is kind of designed, it's got stabilizers in it, designed to hold it level, like a hovercraft normally would. It's not really a jet, but I figured, hey, if I'm going to throw some thrust in there, I might as well give it a little bit more maneuverability. So I can turn the quantum engines back on with Q, and then turn the thrust off with number 1. Again, we can slow ourselves down, use our mini thruster engines. Left shift will actually bring us down. Again, using the gimbal jets that are set to a negative number for strength. And that will give you a down force rather than an up force, which is super handy for going down, especially if you're fighting against thrusters that you have that are trying to keep you in the air. All you need to do, because the gimbal jets are really strong when you're set to a negative number. Prepare to land, bring it in nice and easy. There's automatic landing gear, those feet will automatically come down. As you can see, we're coming down at a nice slow controlled rate. We got some exhaust pieces in the front there. More for looks than functionality. Try and land here on our landing pad. Nice and easy. So I thought the shape was pretty close to the actual Panem Hovercraft. Come down, the legs come down. We can turn off the engine. See that lift? And then it drops. Good thing we've got suspension on the landing gear, eh? And there is the Panem Hovercraft. It's tricky because there's a lot of heli engines in here for stabilizers as well as the hover pads themselves. So being able to keep them move like that without interfering with any of the other moving parts, and then steering and trying to keep it as thin a profile as possible, and have all the cool moving parts on it that are actually functional. So yep, that is the Panem Hovercraft. I will be putting that on the shop as well. Well, I think we're going to leave that one here. That's all I got for you in this video, guys. I want to say thanks to all those 4,000 subscribers, and even the rest of you that are watching this video too. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, let me know which one was your favorite one in this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Ciao.